Welcome back to the Underground channel, where you can get the real news. And to all the Trump supporters, if you're a Trump supporter, you need to share this video on your Facebook and get this video out to as many Trump supporters as you can. Okay? This is very important, especially if you think we already lost. Now then, we can still win. Trump is still the president. The media, who are paid for and get all their fundings from the Democratic side, China, and a couple of other countries, are manipulated to tell you their news and their proceedings. But the media's got everybody in frenzy, calling that Biden has won. This shows you how many people are reprobate minds who believes everything the media says. They said Trump has lost. No. Number one, poll counters that are Democrats that were in these key counties, which Biden only won counties. He never won a single state. And only the counties voted for him. So President Donald Trump had between 70 and 75 actual votes, legal votes, which he actually won, just like he said. And the media and the rich people, powerful people, has manipulated the system to get the media to proclaim that Trump has won. That's not happening. And I think it's CBS is maybe one of the first ones that are admitting that the race ain't over, the election is not over, and Biden may not be the real president. So that's good news. So keep an eye out for this and pass this out on your Facebook and share it. If you're a Trump supporter, click share on your Facebook and let's see how many people actually voted for Trump. The way my understanding was, at this point, with all that math crap, Trump was always ahead by 72%. Always ahead. So that left a little less than 30%, if you could say that many people actually voted for Biden. Is only the votes that he got was up to 30% in any state. So what happened is the counts were falsified or doctored or tampered with, and a big criminal fraud has been happening in key counties in these states. And one governor is backing down now. I think that's the Georgia governor, stating that he stated that the military ballots had not been counted yet and were not even in yet because these soldiers are overseas. But we know that 95% of the soldiers want Trump in office because they don't want to be away from their families fighting wars, like the Democrats have us in all the time when they're in office. And Trump was bringing them all back home. And the Democrats were furious about that. But another thing is, some Democrats who were poll counters are now starting to come forward and testifying what they were made to do to manipulate the counts. That's why you need to share this to everybody on Facebook. And one or two of the poll Democrat counters were suppressed, maybe threatened or forced or something. That's coming out now as the attorney generals in that state are taking their affidavits. And these are Democrats admitting to the truth. Wow. And another thing is, It's been found out that a bunch of dead people got out of their graves and started becoming the walking dead, and they walked themselves down to the voters' place and voted. Can you believe the media? Oh my goodness. So, if you're a Trump supporter, don't give up hope. And even at the end, if we do lose, which things has got to come to pass, as I've told you in my other videos with prophecies. So I think this may be the time. Maybe God will prolong it 4 more years before sudden destruction comes upon us, as it says in the book of Revelations, and before the mark, the 6G RIFD chip is mandatory in the United States, like they're doing in other countries, and become a cashless society, and you can't buy, sell, or trade unless you have the mark. So I believe that time is here. I believe that because the 6G is still about a year out, but Google and China and Bill Gates and a lot of these evil embassies, or whatever you want to call them, empires, are paying into the democratic stage to force us to take the mark. So if they do get to keep the re-election, then I say within a year, maybe 2 if we're lucky, they'll start continuing to build the prison FEMA Walmart camps, like President Trump stopped the Democrats from doing that. And if the Democrats get to stay in there, start watching, Walmarts are going to go back into doing that again. Right now, the only person that's stopping them from becoming a social society and a cashless society, and to make you join the New World Order if you like it or not, and take the mark if you like it or not, or you won't be able to buy, sell, or trade. That's what these Walmarts are all about. That's why when I posted the videos of over 3 million coffins in 2 or 3 different Walmarts and the guillotines, why is this stuff in our country? Why are they doing that in our country? And remember the UN? The Democrats were letting the UN come in, and they were doing black ops with their helicopters and their tank things with the water cannons and everything. If we have the Army, Navy, Air Force, and the National Guard, why do we need the UN in our country? But when President Trump took office, a good thing happened. He marched all the UN right out of here, and he told the UN where they could go. That was our president. He ain't no weakling. He got some backbone, just like President Ronald Reagan did. And you remember when President Ronald Reagan said, I'm not going to send my troops over there. He just sent an airplane and bombed Gaddafi's house, and that was the end of the killing of his killing spree. But none of our troops were in harm's way. And look at all the money Ronald Reagan saved by not sending our troops over and fighting these wars over there. He just sends an airplane, boom, and it's over. So, and President Trump is so much like President Ronald Reagan. He's strong, and he don't let somebody just come in and muscle in on Americans. So Donald Trump, that's why I voted for him, is because he kicked the UN out. He stopped the Walmarts from being converted into FEMA Walmart prison camps. But if the Democrats get back in there, then you're going to see the Walmart starting changing. You're going to see me putting more videos up. I haven't done it in the last 4 years because he stopped it. So, but a lot of those Walmarts are still FEMA prison camps. They've just been temporarily not open for business. But when they bring the 6G RIFD chip and you have to take it in your hand to own anything or to buy and sell and trade, and if you don't take it, they'll take everything away from you, and eventually, according to the Bible, they will take our lives and behead us. So I think that's why all those guillotines were in the Walmart stores here in the United States, and the UN had their little army trucks with the machine guns on top and water cannons. I mean, we got the Army, Air Force, and Marines, and everybody. Why do we need the UN? So pass this along, share it, let everybody know we still have some hope. All you Trump supporters, don't give up, because CBS, one of the news channels, just go and look, has just admitted that they've came close to being premature declaring Biden as president. All the other news channels are thinking it's over, but it's not. They think they won and manipulated the reprobate minds of people in the United States thinking that Biden actually won. Come on, you've seen Biden on TV. Do you think he's that clever and that smart to do all of this crap when he's not been smart enough to do anything in 40 years? And then when something does break out, where does he go? He hides in his basement. President Trump goes out with the people. He even caught the coronavirus being with the people. He's for the people, and he's by the people. And that's what our great country is built on, is the people. So pass this on. President Trump is not out of there. And now that people that were Democrats and they were poll counters, some of them are starting to come forward to tell the truth of what they did to manipulate the votes and why they were forced to do it. So pass this out on your Facebook. The more shares I see, the more Trump supporters I see. Are you a Trump supporter? Good night.